lied and used fake documents to obtain the interview with my mother, made lurid and false claims about the royal family, which played on her fears and fueled paranoia.
The British royal family is in complete chaos right now, and what we just witnessed has left Prince William absolutely furious. Camilla's daughter just crossed a line that no one saw coming, and her public insult toward Princess Anne has sent shockwaves through Buckingham Palace. If you thought royal drama was intense before, you haven't seen anything yet. Stay tuned because this story is about to blow your mind. The setup. Princess Anne is often referred to as the hardest working member of the royal family. For decades, she's been a steady force in the monarchy. She has faced scandals and controversies, but always carried herself with dignity. On the other side, we have Tom Parker Bowles and Laura Lopes, Camilla's children from her first marriage. When King Charles married Camilla, Tom and Laura became part of the wider royal circle. However, unlike the core royals, they have kept themselves relatively quiet. Laura, in particular, has preferred to stay out of the spotlight, focusing on her career as an art curator and choosing a fairly private life over public attention. But recently, that quiet reputation was shattered. Out of nowhere, Laura did something that left Prince William angrier than palace staff claim they have ever seen him. And once you hear exactly what Laura Lopes said about Princess Anne, you'll understand why. The incident. So here's what went down. At a recent private charity event, and we're talking about a very exclusive gathering here, Laura Lopes was apparently feeling quite confident, maybe a little too confident. According to multiple sources who were present at this event, Laura made some absolutely shocking comments about Princess Anne's work ethic and her position within the family. But it wasn't just what she said, it was how she said it and where she said it. Laura allegedly referred to Princess Anne as outdated and suggested that her approach to royal duties was holding the monarchy back. However, here's the kicker. She supposedly stated that Anne was jealous of Camilla's growing influence and that her bitter attitude was becoming a problem for the family. Now, if you know anything about Princess Anne, you know that calling her bitter or jealous is like poking a sleeping dragon. This is a woman who has dedicated her entire life to serving the crown, working more than 500 engagements a year, and who has never, ever spoken ill of other family members publicly. As soon as the news of these comments reached the palace, everyone was outraged. William's furious response. When these comments reached Prince William, sources say he was absolutely furious. I'm talking about the kind of anger that palace staff haven't seen since the whole Harry and Meghan situation exploded. But why? First of all, Princess Anne is his aunt, and despite her no-nonsense reputation, she's always been incredibly supportive of William in his role as future king. She's been a mentor to him in many ways, showing him what true dedication to duty looks like. Second, William sees this as a direct attack on the working royals who have stayed loyal and committed to the institution. At a time when the monarchy needs stability more than ever, having Camilla's daughter publicly criticize core members of the royal family is absolutely unacceptable. Third, and this is crucial, William apparently views this as Camilla's family overstepping their boundaries. While they may be part of the extended royal circle through marriage, they are not working royals, and they certainly don't have the right to criticize those who are. Palace insiders are saying that William immediately demanded a meeting with his father, King Charles, to address this situation. The conversation was described as heated and extremely tense. Crisis inside Buckingham Palace. Now, you might be wondering how the palace is handling this absolute PR nightmare. Well, let me tell you, it's been nothing short of a masterclass in damage control, but don't be fooled. Behind the polished silence, tensions inside those palace walls are running higher than ever. First, there's been complete radio silence from the official royal channels. No statements, no denials, no confirmations. This is classic royal crisis management. When in doubt, say nothing and hope it blows over. But behind the scenes, it's a very different story. Sources say there have been a few meetings with senior palace staff to figure out how to handle this without making the family problems worse. But here's what makes this particularly complicated. King Charles is caught between his wife's daughter and his sister. This isn't just about royal protocol, this is about family loyalty, and Charles is finding himself in an impossible position. And then there's Camilla herself. How is the Queen Consort handling her daughter's explosive comments? Well, that's where this story takes another dramatic turn. Camilla caught in the crossfire. Sources say Camilla is very angry with her daughter. This is exactly the kind of drama she has spent years trying to avoid. Camilla has worked hard to be seen as a respected member of the royal family, and now Laura's words risk undoing everything she has built over time. But the situation isn't that simple. Some whispers suggest Laura's comments may not have been just her own opinion. People believe she might have said out loud what has been quietly discussed inside Camilla's family for a while. If true, that makes things even worse, because it shows the problem could be bigger than just one careless moment. Royal experts also point out something else. Laura and her brother Tom grew up outside the royal bubble. For most of their lives, they had nothing to do with palace rules or the strict hierarchy. But now, suddenly, they are tied to one of the most famous families in the world, and that clash may be causing more tension than anyone realized. But what is Princess Anne doing about all of this? Princess Anne's response. Now, you might expect Princess Anne to come out swinging after comments like these. After all, this is a woman who once told kidnappers to go away when they tried to abduct her. She's not exactly known for backing down from confrontation. But here's what makes Princess Anne such a professional. She's taking the high road. Instead of engaging in public drama or making statements through the press, she's reportedly continuing with her royal duties as if nothing had happened. This approach is actually more powerful than any public rebuttal could be. By maintaining dignity and continuing her work, Anne is demonstrating exactly why she's so respected within the institution. However, palace insiders are saying that privately, Princess Anne is deeply disappointed by the comments and the lack of respect shown for her decades of service. The aftermath. This incident raises some serious questions about the future of the monarchy and the dynamics within the extended royal family. First, it highlights the ongoing challenges the royal family faces in managing relationships with non-working family members. When Harry and Meghan stepped back, at least they were direct members of the royal family. But what happens when extended family members through marriage start making public criticisms? Second, this situation exposes potential fault lines within the family that we haven't seen before. Is there really tension between Camilla's side of the family and the traditional royals? And if so, how will King Charles manage these competing loyalties? Third, and perhaps most importantly, this could signal a larger challenge for William when he eventually becomes king. How will he handle family members who he feels don't respect the institution or the people who have dedicated their lives to it? So where do we go from here? Well, palace sources are suggesting several possible outcomes, and none of them are simple. Laura Lopes could issue a public apology, acknowledging that her comments were inappropriate and reaffirming her respect for Princess Anne and the royal family. This would be the cleanest resolution, but it might not be enough to repair the damage with William. Or the situation could be handled entirely privately, with family meetings and behind-the-scenes conversations aimed at ensuring something like this never happens again. This protects the public image of the family but might not address William's fundamental concerns about boundaries and respect. But here's what's really interesting. Royal experts are saying that William's reaction to this situation could give us major insights into how he'll handle family drama when he becomes king. Will he be more authoritarian than his father, or will he establish clearer boundaries? This incident might be a preview of William's future leadership style. This shocking situation has exposed family tensions that most people never even knew existed. Laura Lopes's public criticism of Princess Anne has sparked a crisis that's about much more than hurt feelings. At the same time, Prince William's anger isn't just about standing up for his aunt. It's about protecting the monarchy and the people who've given their lives to it. What do you think about this situation? Was Laura Lopes out of line, or does she have a point? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe and turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss out on our future videos. Until then, see ya.